Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and I have another week of what sold on Etsy. This is the week of December 20th to the 26th, so it's all of Christmas week, and I had a lot of sales that week. Um, it's now the January the 7th, so I'm going back and looking through my sales. But the first thing I wanted to show is these coasters, and they are more of a rubbery plastic, and I had 3 sets originally. And each set, if I can get my notes, each set I had listed for $12.50. I sold the first set a couple months ago, and then the last 2 sets I just sold for another $12.50 each. So it's a very lightweight item. It was able to go in a poly bag, poly mailer, very simple to ship, and that's about $24 worth of items. So very good purchase, and I paid less than $1 for all of them. Next up, I had this really cool Dribble Tumbler. It's a gag glass that has little holes. You can see it right there. There's a hole right there, and then I think on the other side, and then maybe one over here and one over here, so that whenever you tilt it, water or liquid will drip on you. And I picked this up at a rummage sale for 25 cents, and it ended up selling for $12. Next, we have this really nice retro throw blanket, and I forget where I got this. It's been now a couple weeks since this had sold, so I kind of moved it out of my head. But you know me, I don't spend more than $1 or $2 on Afghans unless it's like a really spectacular piece. But this ended up selling for $19.95. Next, we have this little chalkware. Actually, it's a pretty good sized chalkware piece. It is 8 inches tall, 5 inches wide, and 3 inches deep. And I got this as part of a lot of different chalkware items. It was a group, and I think I got some chalkware fruit with it, which I was more excited about the fruit because those do sell. But I was able to sell this too for $12.95. I didn't think I was really going to be able to. I didn't know how popular chalkware figurines were. Considering it's just like a hand-painted thing, it's not really a mass-produced item that, I don't know, but it sold pretty good. Next, we have, from from a couple haul videos ago, I picked up these angels as part of a grouping, and I think I had 9 angels total. I think I paid $8 for them. I went ahead and sold 3 of the angels already, so I sold November, July, and October, and those each sold for $14.95. So already I made like, I don't even know, quadruple my money back at least. So that's very good. And yes, but they're all listed online, and we'll see how long it takes the other ones to sell for. Next, we have this complimentary piece if you have this pattern in, I want to say Corel or Pyrex even, I think. This is a snowflake pattern, and this is just the matching sugar pitcher that it came in. And this sold for $12. I had this piece for a while, and it took longer than I thought to sell, but it sold, so perfect. Next, we have this ceramic elf, or, I don't even know what it is, actually. I called it an elf, but it's an ornament, and it ended up selling for $9.95. I'm kind of rushing. I only have 15 minutes to talk on this app. All right, these Toledo, Spain cocktail set is really cool. Has some minor wear with some little areas in here, but I was still able to sell it for $24.95. If this was in perfect shape, I could have probably listed it for around $40, sat on it a little bit, and it would have sold for that. But I was this was actually in my box that I was that I have where I don't really want to list something because maybe I have a feeling that it's not really going to sell anyway, but this one surprised me and it sold. I haven't had a lot of luck selling Oriental or Mexican or Spanish type things. So I really didn't think it was going to sell that quickly, but it did. So that's very cool. Next up, we have a Fenton piece. This is a Fenton iridized compote. It has the lid. I paid $5 for this at a thrift store, and it is from 1995. And you can tell that because of the logo on the bottom. This was made for Fenton's 90th birthday, which would be in 1995. So, yeah, very cool piece. And it ended up selling for $39.95. Next, we have these two towels. They sold in late December. That is really shocking. I posted these before fall, and I really thought that they would sell in the fall season, considering that they're like leaves and more autumn looking. But for some reason or another, they sold at the end of December, and they sold for $17.95, which is pretty good for two towels. And they're actually not even perfect. There was some staining on this one in here. I want to say maybe it's color bleeding, but I mentioned that in the description too. Next up, we have this tumbler. It's a carnival glass tumbler, and I just picked this up as well in one of my last haul videos, and this ended up selling for $14.95. Where am I at? Yeah, there it is, $14.95. Next, we have these really cool glasses, and I got these at a, what do you call it? A yard sale. And I think I paid between $4 and $6 for them. And I was able to sell these for, what? Oh, yes, $39.95. Yes. Wait, what? I thought I made more. No. Yeah, 30. Okay. I'm a mess. $39.95. Yeah. But they're really cool glasses, really 60s inspired. And I've never seen anything like this. So very cool. And they sold within about a month of me listing them. Next up, we have an Afghan. And I've had this Afghan for a long time. And I think the reason why it sat for so long is because of the colors, just how bold they are. These are not common decorating colors. And in fact, the person that bought it messaged me and said that they were buying this for as like a firefighter gift. And I would have never thought of that. All I could think of was German and Belgium colors, but just goes to show, why people buy things. It's always interesting to find out. All right, next up. Oh, I sold that for $19. Next, we have the Snoopy and the Gang top, and it is all metal except for this the top plastic piece here, but then it has a metal, I don't know if I photoed it. There's a metal, rod that goes down this that's kind of twisted that makes it spin as you push it down. But it's made by Ohio Art, and the last copyright would be 1965 on there. Really beat up, but it ended up selling for $17. And I don't remember where I got this or how much I paid. That's awful. Next, we have this pillow, and I grabbed this pillow as part of a grouping of pillows maybe 7 months ago. So it's been on here for a long time. And I sold about 6 pillows to one person, and they were all different. They were all cross-stitched like this. And I sold quite a bit of them, maybe a month in or 2 months in of me having the pillows listed. And then this one, I have, I think, one more pillow left to sell. And it's probably the most non-stylish one. So, but this was my favorite one of all the grouping, and it it finally sold for $8. But the other ones I think sold for around $12 a piece. Next, we have the Herbert Glasses. And I really enjoy this particular set and line by Hazel Atlas. It's the Modern Tone line. Hazel Atlas also has Modern Tone Platinite. And the Platinite is different by the fact that it does not have these grooves in it. And it's mostly white milk glass, and it will have a thin line, a colored line along, the top half of the glass. Or if it's a plate, it'll be around the outside perimeter of the plate. And I've seen them in red, like the lines, red, green, I think blue. But yeah, so I really like this. I have a lot more pieces. They're not showing up on there. But I have a lot more pieces of plates and cups and things like that I need to sell. This stuff does sell. It just kind of trickles out. Not sure why. I think it's really cool. Really cool stuff. And it ended up selling for $19.95. All right. And then lastly, so we're on the 20th, a brass owl. So if you just watched my last haul video, my last haul video, I bought like 9 more of these, and I said that they sell for $12 a piece, and this one sold for $12. So hopefully the groupings that I made, they're already listed in the store, and I have them in groups of 3. I have 2 groups of 3 owls, and then 1 group of 2 owls, and then one just by itself for $12. So hopefully they sell as the groups, because that'll be a really easy way to, get them out of here by bundling them together. But yes, brass owls do sell, and they sell for good money. So that is it. That is my Christmas week sales video. It was a really strong week. As you know, I'm not feeling the best right now, so I'm kind of just laying on the couch all day, and I figured I would film a one of these what sold videos on a week that I missed. But anyways, let me know in the comments below anything that you found surprising, if you've never really thought about selling any of those items, or if you have any other observations, let me know. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to put out maybe 1 or 2 videos a week. And I also have an Instagram. Is it called Instagram? Yes, I have an Instagram account as well that I just fired up maybe a week ago, that I'm also trying to stay on top of with just daily life things, updates, but mostly all vintage related aspects. And I have a lot of vintage things that go in my life, just besides reselling professionally. It's kind of a lifestyle for me, and it has been for many, many years. I've just really embraced it over the last 1.5 to 2 years. But anyways, thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments below. Thanks. Bye-bye.